and welcome to our gaming podcast. I am Elisa Schreckenberg.
I'm Austin Gilmore.
And today we'll be talking about Hello Neighbor. It's a survival stealth horror game on where you're trying to get into your neighbor's basement. Doesn't it sound fun?
It sounds scary, I'll say that.
Well, yeah, that too. But, yeah. First thing to talk about is the building itself, like the house. It is crazy. You saw it. It is weird. It has more than 2 levels. More than just the basement. The basement's also crazy. Once you get there.
Makes it seem like it's a fort of some sort.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to keep you out of a basement, which is really strange.
Yeah.
But it has a railroad track that goes around that has words on it that I don't know what they say. Then they also have all these challenges in each room, which for a game that is only 40% done, there's a lot of challenges. And we'll go on to that, I guess, a little later. We don't have that much time. But the house itself is crazy. What do you want to add to that about the house?
Well, the house seems a little bit too much to me, actually. The size of it, like, it keeps expanding. Like, after every
alpha
to beta,
to beta 3, it's been like grow house.
By the time this game is actually released, I'm kind of expecting this thing to be like a
mansion.
Probably bigger than a mansion.
They kind of, like, the house itself, if you're expecting to hide something, yeah. I kind of expected it, like, to...
It almost kind of makes it seem like it's some sort of asylum to me.
No, it should be designed as an asylum, not as a measly house. The house, it seemed innocent until it got added on these crazy looking things.
Yeah.
That make no sense, so it should be an asylum, not a house. A normal looking house that's right across from you. With a crazy neighbor that is a freaky AI. Going on to the next topic.
Yeah, speaking of the AI, he's supposed to be really smart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to
track you
know where you are, like, a lot. And he's, I don't know what to say, he's just really smart. And he's like a boss itself in the game.
Yeah, actually, well, I'll go on to that later once you get into the basement, there's actual bosses, and the boss you have to beat, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know in total if you have to beat him or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in the basement. It's after a couple challenges you get to this one point of where you're in a house that's smaller, and the flippin' neighbor is huge, and you have to beat him and stuff.
Right.
So he's a boss. But your main focus with this freaky AI is to distract him so you can complete the challenges in his house, so you can just figure out a way to get into a basement.
Now, do we know exactly what is it about the basement that's important for this game?
Well, in the first cutscene you see whenever you enter into the game, is you see you're arriving to supposedly your childhood house.
Oh.
Or you were going to your childhood house. And you look across as you heard something from your neighbor's house, which is strange, so you were worried, I think. So you sneak up to their house and look through the window, see what's happening, and you see this strangely looking man, really strange looking, come just rushing out of the basement and backing himself against the basement as you hear banging against the door. And he puts just a chair across it, which is really strange because the door opens outwards, and if you're putting a chair against it, kind of. And the first thing that you do once you get into the house is you're trying to get rid of the chair and get into the basement, but it's boarded. But immediately what you see is him hiding something in the basement, but it seems worried as you're hearing bangs.
So it definitely sounds like someone else is in that basement.
But I don't know. But the AI on yourself, whenever you're trying to get into the basement, is really freaky on the part of if you go a certain path and he actually learns what path you go on, it will just figure out what you're going on and put traps in your way. He has bear traps that hurt you and then he'll catch up to you. So that's one thing you have to worry about. And timing with this AI, you have to be on point with, right?
So pretty much like second to second tactics you may need to use in order to beat this guy.
So pretty much you have to learn the whole entire layout of this freaky looking house as you're getting chased around by this crazy maniac that is freaky AI that you're just trying to get to the basement for. But timing, you have to be perfect because there's certain challenges. If you don't get it right, you'll fall through something or he'll capture you quickly. That in general, this game, for being 40% done, they have done a lot. And what I mean by a lot, I mean a lot.
You could say that about the house.
You can say that about the house, the AI, because the AI has gotten stronger.
Stronger and smarter.
Smarter. On the point of, he could actually be in your path that you have to take, and there's only one way you could take that path.
And there's no other way around.
There's no other way around unless you have a certain other item, but if sometimes there is glitches in the game still where you can lose an item or the item's just not there at all.
Yeah, you could probably like picked it up.
Yeah, or something happens and it glitches. And he could be straight in your path because you did something wrong. And the music is perfect for this AI because it does give you a warning system as the AI is coming.
Okay, I like that.
It also gives you a jump scare whenever he appears.
Dang it. I hate jump scares. What was that even laugh?
Because you said you hate jump scares, and the main focus of the thing.
Well, yeah, if you ever play Five Nights at Freddy's, you get a bunch of jump scares there.
Yeah, that's true. It does give you like a Five Nights at Freddy's sort of feel once he does the jump scare, because the second you do the jump scare, he puts the traps down because you're knocked out unconscious and you're taken back to your house, which is really strange for a person that breaks into your house, is trying to get to your basement, is doing all these challenges that you set up in your room? Question mark. And all you do is knock him out and put him back into his house.
That does seem a little strange.
With free to roam to do anything.
Surprised he doesn't even lock the door back.
Oh. Well, you do have a lock on the door. There is a lock on the actual main door. Could put a lock on the main door.
Or unless there's another back way or a window you can go through.
Yeah, you break windows. You can do many things in this game. The main focus is get into that house, solve these challenges, get into the basement, and solve more challenges that are in the basement so you can finish it.
And is there like a reward at the end of the game? Or is there more to be expected?
I think there's more to be expected because this game is only 40% done. That's the main thing. And that's all we really have to say about this game in general. it's still coming out. It won't be released until December. It was supposed to come out, actually.
Like a couple days ago, right?
It was supposed to come out September 29th. But it got delayed because, like I said, they're 40% done, and the company that made this game in the first place, they're only 2 people, and then they have to run it by, another company where it actually builds it and creates the scenarios that you go through. So it won't come out. The release date is supposedly in December. I don't know the confirmed date, but right now it's in beta 3, which that is where all the stuff that we know about it today. That is all.
So it sounds like it's gonna be a really good game.
Yep.
Alright.
See ya next time.
Peace
Bye.
out. Peace.